Hey you lot, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, welcome, wherever you're in the world, to FPL Don't Panic. God, I nearly forgot my own bloody intro there, didn't I? How many times have I done that over the last 2 years? Little kind of for fun one, but as I did it for fun, it became a little bit serious. We get our 5 AFCON transfers. After this game week out, which what we about 5-6 hours here in New Zealand, 6 hours away from deadline. We'll get our 5 free transfers. Sure, we'll all be thinking about what we want to do. There's going to be different strategies. There's going to be different thoughts. Yeah, do a couple of transfers, then roll for emergencies further down the line. Perfectly valid strategy. That's where I ultimately may go myself. Got a few issues in the main team that need fixing, mainly goalkeeper. Goalkeeper would have probably been the main one, yeah, just the Mateta minutes risk. There's not too much wrong in my team. The team actually looks generally strong, but it's not been performing. Certainly not last 4 or 5 weeks, and so there is the thought of a complete overhaul, or just the tweaking. This is just something I've had a little play with. I should have actually brought a screenshot of my own team up. That's just showing in the spreadsheet. 57 points would be my prediction for this week. But as I say, couple of issues in the team. Some players falling off of their averages that I like to achieve, etc. So I just threw this together for a little bit for fun. Normally when I do my team, part of my strategy is normally I try and in the first 10 game weeks build up bank value and go hard into premiums, and then have like what I call my sort of floater spots around the team. That's where I'll do my transfers and just say, right, these are the best players, they're performing, they're bringing in the points, they stay come what may. And then I've got my bits, and that, as I say, generally goes reasonably well for me. It falls away sometimes. It's FPL. There's nothing as predictable in this game, but generally it goes pretty well for me. And by and large, brought me a top 50k finish. I came in with the wet sail from about game week 20, when things started to kick into place for me last year. From a pretty ropey start up till about 10-15, a bit like this year, to be honest with you. I had a look at it and what it could potentially look like. Obviously we've got AFCON, we moved Sal's out of the picture anyways, which I don't think even going for a premium heavy team I'd go for it. But I threw this together. It just, by and large premiums have not been performing, but we are starting to see some more consistency in some of the premiums. So in this team, what have I done? Okay, I'm trying to solve my goalkeeping problem, and Verbruggen does look a really good option. They're not perfect fixtures there, with Liverpool away and Arsenal away, but he's been performing well. 5.4 average, I'll take that any day of the week. And there's blue fixtures in there as well, so they weren't all like nice easy sort of fixtures. There's save points in there. I think that may have made my decision anyways on the keeper side of things. O'Reilly, fine, he'll stay. We'll certainly give him some time to see if he can accrue some attacking returns for me. Timber, definitely fine. I don't think he's too much of a rotation risk ultimately. We can obviously see how that progresses. I would like to see his averages come up, but obviously he lost his pretty much guaranteed clean sheet, which dropped his averages back a little bit. I brought in Chow, looks pretty good fixtures there for Newcastle, plenty of green and good potential clean sheets, particularly at St James's Park. Similarly, Lacroix has been ticking along very nicely for me with the 7.2 average. Saka, unspectacular for the money that he costs at 6, but at the end of the day, I said he's going to average 6 or 7 points. He's averaging 6 or 7 points, and I've happily had him in since I think game week 10, and so just ticking along. But I can see in that fixture run calls in the future. Foden, fine. Well, this will be his first run out for me. Let's hope he can keep that going. Right, got Weaver in there at the moment. I do have someone on the bench though to come in for him. Got a lovely little rotation there for Weaver, but look at that for 4.9 million. Really nice. Defcon monster, hitting it consistently. at the moment. Seems locked in at the moment. I haven't been following this guy, so to be honest with you, he's gone under my radar. It's just when I was looking at potential options, because unfortunately Dewsbury Hall, I just didn't quite have enough money for this draft. But we're for that money, for someone that's probably going to be on the bench quite a bit for me. If I was to play him this week, I would play him. So I'm going to run this as a shadow squad. I'm going to see what sort of score it comes up with. We're for bringing in Bruno. Listen, again, for the money, 5.4 is not great, but on penalties, on set pieces, takes the place of Mbumo. And there's fixtures there, so if anyone's going to be getting the points for United, it'll be Bruno, and it's likely that he'll be playing a little bit further up the pitch when Mbumo goes. So, you know, United are going to score some goals. Bruno's likely to be involved. So I actually think his averages could, in fact, go up. And, you know, he's a 90 minutes man and no Europe. Thiago Haaland, that'll be your pretty much stock standard. That'll be your stock standard. In 4-line, everyone's going to have that. A lot of people have already got it. So to obviously have the money for that, obviously, you know, having a midfield with Saka, you know, and Bruno and Foden, etc. You know, that's pretty pricey. So as obviously sacrifices have had to be made, you know, so the bench, you could say the bench is a little light. Let's see if I can get it up here. Yeah, it's pretty light bench, isn't it? You know, Dubravka would still have to rotate in there, but you know, some reasonable fixtures there for Dubravka. If I did all 5 of these transfers, I'd obviously have to play Dubravka in 16. If and it's an if I did all of these transfers in one go, I'd probably play Dubravka where Verbruggen has got Liverpool. Then we've got a nice Verbruggen home fixture against Sunderland. Arsenal away, yeah, Everton at home for Dubravka. It's not a bad rotation, is it? It's okay. It's not perfect, but it's not. It's a hell of a lot better than what I've got going on at the moment with my 2.6 average from keepers. Yeah, then we got Mukiele. I mean, it's you know, Mukiele can get points. He's not having a very good run of it at the moment, but we know that he can actually get some decent points there, and he's bench cover at the end of the day. And then, yeah, as I said, it's a little light on the bench. Cole Palmer. I have the exact, on this draft, I've got the exact money to buy Cole Palmer. Yeah, obviously Guhi's had to come in for Mateta. It's fucking tempting, guys. What a differential, if it worked. I've just put in White 2 points there because he's obviously not played any games. He's hardly had a full game this season. I don't think he has had a full game this season. Oh, I know, it would be daft, wouldn't it? But look at the numbers for the main team. You know, the main team actually looks pretty bloody good. You know, Whitford's been ticking along pretty nicely. There's still some decent fixtures there, and then we get Cole Palmer in. Probably, I've only got the exact money for this, so if I did it over a couple of weeks, I'd really have to be monitoring those prices really carefully. If there was some price drop, if I had a price drop or a price fall, I could do something with a defender. I mean, this is exactly 5 transfers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on, I've got that right. Something's gone wrong somewhere. 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah, 5. Exactly 5 transfers. But of course, I could do the Guehi move to make sure, because I suspect Guehi's going to actually get bored next week, because a few people move into sort of the tactic of moving Mateta out and freeing up money. There's going to be a few people do that, so I see the potential that Guehi could go up in price. So I could probably just do that one. I've got plenty. You could have the transfers, just do that, free up the money. Could hang on to Mbumo for another week or so. I don't think Bruno's going to go up at the moment. There are ways of doing it. I don't have to do all of this in one hit, but I would have to monitor the prices very carefully, or I would have to look at using a transfer to bring a Lacroix down to a Richards or something like that, potentially to free up the money. If, and it really is a big if at the moment, it is, but that would be such a fun draft, wouldn't it? And it would be such a big differential initially, and at the end of the day, fairly consistently, if you sort of just run through the main, you know, until Palmer is ready. If I'm largely going out with the the 11 there: Verbruggen, O'Reilly, Timber, Shaw, Lacroix, Saka, Foden, Viffer, Bruno, Thiago and Haaland. 66, 68, 46, 83, 61. And remember, that's without captaincy. So on those numbers, you'd have, so it's an average of 64.8. So that would be 7 points to be added to that 64.8. What does that give me? It gives me just over my magic 70. We know it's going to happen. You know, if I do all those transfers, that in game week, it'll be game week 16. If I just did them all, game week 16 is going to do like 42 or something fucking stupid. Oh, but it's really tempting though, and that's it. And that would be the strategy for the next. You know, I like to do my 5 gaming strategies. That's the team. That's how it goes out, and I just roll a few transfers if I have any injuries or problems as they crop up. But that's it. It's like a little mini sort of wild cardish thing with Palmer to come in. This game's supposed to be fun, isn't it? That was fun throwing that together. Be fun to see how it goes. I'm going to run it as a shadow squad this week. If this team hits 65 points without captaincy, I'll probably do it. Let's see how it goes as a shadow team. I've got it there as prediction game week 14. That should obviously be prediction game week 15. Let's see how it goes. I know a lot of you will disapprove. I probably disapprove myself, but the game's supposed to be fun, isn't it? Supposing I did go there, that could be the differential type team that could get me moving up the charts. It could also fall flat on its face. That's the game we play. Take care, have fun, play your own game, don't panic. Game week 15 looms. I hope it goes really, really well for you all. See you soon. Bye-bye.